fact, we tried to get it started at one time, raise some money, and we were very successful to get enough to get a startup. It was always in the back of our minds, and now, fortunately, PHA had one good year at least financially, so we actually received some of our subsidy, and we were able to set a little aside, put the program together with the help of some friends, and of course we went to the North American Family Institute to help, and we'll talk about that shortly. This program really is to prepare young people for a complicated world by providing them the tools to make it in society. I remember when I was a young kid growing up in the South Side, born in the Roger Williams Housing Project, and you didn't always have the social skills because I wasn't really familiar with them. But I remember going to the Boys and Girls Clubs, being in the Boy Scouts, and all those great provider organizations that helped me along the way to make me such a successful man that I am today. At the housing authority. I think I've done okay. We look forward to you young people as the ambassadors of public housing. I look at you today with a great sense of pride. You guys come in and you look better than me, and I don't like that. But be serious. You know, there's so many myths about public housing. The impression people have of public housing is so wrong. And the newspapers don't help with that, because they'll show up at every drug raid or every gangbanger operation or something like that, but they don't cover the events. I don't really see too many here today covering this. This is a positive thing, and this is the word we have to get out to change people's images of public housing. You know, we work in a political climate in public housing. We have to rely on an operating subsidy just to exist from the Congress. And if they hear from their constituents and have a poor image of public housing, I don't think that's going to make them want to give us a lot of money. Fortunately for us in Rhode Island, our congressional delegation has been here many times at many events, and they know the good work we're doing for the good people that live in public housing. So we want to eradicate those myths. I have a lot of people to thank today, and this program won't be very long today. But I first thank two of our summer interns who have been doing event planning and public relations, Fallon Holloway Lewis and Vinci Vieto. Vinci ran out to get some refreshments because you guys drank and ate everything before the program. That's all right, that's what it was for. I want to thank NAFI, the North American Family Institute, for partnering with the PHA and creating such a substantive program. You know, especially good friend Paul Lewis, Jay Paris, and Miriam McIntyre, and I'll introduce the founder of NAFI shortly. Thank NAFI's training team, people who've been here working with the kids. I don't remember all the names and everything, but you know, we appreciate all the things you've done. And I think you've done a pretty good job. If there's any indication, say, how these young men are behaving, what they're doing, I think you've done a good job. I want to thank Bank Rhode Island, which is the Housing Authority's financial institution, has been for a number of years. Always very generous, always stepping up. I should let you know that when I called the bank and asked them for a donation, I asked for X amount, and they called, and Pat called and said, we're going to give you double that. We think the program is so much worth it. So, Bank Rhode Island, we really appreciate it. We're honored to have here today Manny Barrows, the Senior Vice President for Commercial Banking, Patty Saracino, the Vice President for Community Relations, and Lisa Perillo, Community Relations Specialist. I want to thank the Boys and Girls Club of Providence. They have been our partners in all our community centers and actually operate those and a lot of programs for us as well. For this program, what they did, they provided neutral ground to have also the headquarters for the Youth Leadership Academy. Instead of having it at a Chad Brown, a Hoffenpot, or a Manton, we have different kids. We went on neutral ground to their North End Boys Club, Boys and Girls Club. So that, plus they also provided the transportation to and from all the events that you go to. So thank them, and I wish Nicole was here today. Thank her personally, but I'll probably see her Friday at the bar and buy her a cocktail. I want to thank our resident service coordinators, you know, Cardinal Ramirez, Alexandra Mendez, and Jose Luis Suazo, for all the work they do. They're on the ground, the troops right on the ground dealing with the young people in our development and the families. I might say their regular jobs. This is a little above and beyond. We really appreciate all the work you do. And Mayor, we want to thank you. You honor us with your presence here, and I think by coming here today, you show your interest and the well-being of these people who live in public housing, these young men that are enrolled in the program. And last, I want to thank you guys. Unfortunately, right now it's all guys. But in the fall, we will be announcing a program for all young ladies. Maybe when they're done, we'll have a little party or maybe a dance. But we've been hearing from some of the young ladies, they want to come to the program and also serve as ambassadors to the housing authority. I want to recognize a couple of other people that are here today. Really honored to have Acting Chief Hugh Clement, Providence Police Department. The Acting Chief has been around for quite a while, so he's been a real good friend of public housing. We always rely on him. Major Malorano, I always get the name messed up, it's a bit close though. But Major, thank you for coming and all the help you provided in past years. And certainly District Commander Lieutenant Dean Isabella, who is between Manton and Harvard. He's been in here so much, we're going to start charging him rent for here. He'll be a tenant. Our first, we have to put you on a flat rent. Our first speaker is the Mayor of the City of Providence. The Mayor since January. He's our first Hispanic American Mayor of Providence. He's certainly a role model for young people. He's a Harvard graduate, Georgetown Law, and right now he's transforming the financial condition of our city like it's never been done before. It's a difficult job. I think you're a magician. And I've been around for 35 years in public service. I've never seen it like this before. Unprecedented concessions from our labor unions who recognize the need to help the city. You've done so much of this, I almost think you're a conservative, which would be pleasing to my heart. They know me. And he's no stranger to assisted housing. He grew up in the South Side himself. In fact, over at Lockwood Plaza, which we actually purchased at one time in foreclosure and rehabilitated it, and now it's actually a shining star over in the South Side. And he's done a lot of things. He's even been a housing court judge, so he knows a little bit about housing as well. But we always like